So today's lesson is learning how to make a table in Microsoft Word. How to make a table that has columns and rows and a grid around the columns and rows. Okay, so our learning objective is to be able to make a table and to be able to customize it, change the column widths, add columns, add rows, shade rows, and so on. So let's begin by selecting this text that you're going to select on your assignment, these category names. And then what we want to do is go to the Insert tab and find the Tables group, and then click the Table button. And in this case, where our table is going to be 30 rows long, we can't choose the size from here. It's not long enough. So come down to this one. Let's do Insert Table. Okay. And then we want to make this skinnier. We have all this wasted space here. So on this vertical line, hover your mouse till you see a vertical line with a left and right arrow. Drag it to about there. Now, if you drag it too far, the words are going to not fit and they're going to go onto a second row. We don't want to do that. So make sure you leave enough room that this word person, since it's the longest row, does not go onto the second line. Okay, after you have that, right-click anywhere inside this column and go to Insert. And then we want a column to the left. Now, this is just going to be numbers 1 through 30. So let's get to this vertical line, hover, left, right arrow, mouse, and drag it about that big. Okay, and again, wasted space. Let's get rid of some of that. Get on that border line and drag it. Okay, and then we need 2 additional columns over here. So let's right-click in this column, go to Insert, and insert a column to the right. And then get in this column, right-click, and do the same thing. Insert, and be sure you choose the one that says Insert Columns to the right. Okay, so there we have our 4 columns and our 30 rows, just what we need. Next, we are going to insert a row above this top row for some headings. So we can be in any one of these in the top row, and then we'll right-click, we'll insert, and this time we want it to be a row above. Okay, so then let me just make sure I'm not skipping any steps. We're going to type in the column headings. This one is going to be topic. And I'll hit tab to get to my next one. This one starts with an M, tab, and starts with an S. And then if you would please select these, I want them to be center aligned. Right now they line up at the left edge of the column. But if we go to the Home tab in this paragraph group on the bottom row, we'll switch it to this one, center align. Okay, and with these still selected, we'll be able to see a Table Tools tab up here. Go to the design side of it and go into shading and just choose any color you want. Okay, a lot of times you see tables and the top row is shaded. That just sets it apart from the other rows. It gives it more emphasis, makes it stand out. Okay, and then over here you're just going to do 1 down arrow, 2 down arrow, 3, 4, 5, and just number it all. I'm just pressing down arrow after each number I type. Let's see. And I would like it all to fit. Oh, that's because this went down to a second row. Just make that a little skinnier. Good. Then we can fit the whole entire table on one row. I'm sorry, on one page. Okay, now you're ready to do your answers. Think of a city that starts with an M, maybe Moab, or it could be a city in any state or in any country for that matter. Something sweet. How about a macaroon? A sport or a game, Monopoly, so on and so forth. So do this whole column first. The M's are worth more than the S's. do all the M's and then move on to do the S's. Okay, that is it. Let me know if you have any questions.